Chances are, if you are watching this episode, you probably have some debt in your name. The only real way out of a debt-related financial hole is to alter your debt-related behaviors and begin taking small steps towards getting out of it. The phrase, "you have to spend money to make money," is undoubtedly one you have heard. When people earn more, they spend more. Economists debate this, but there is little doubt about this fact. According to research that CNBC published in 2021, the average amount of debt held by each American is $90,460. This covered all types of consumer debt, including credit cards, personal loans, mortgages, and school loans. Being in debt and having to dig their way out can be enough to turn off some people, causing them to continue accumulating debt. In the end, debt can have a disastrous impact on your finances, as well as your physical and mental health. You may create a stable financial future for yourself and your loved ones by getting out of debt, setting aside money for retirement and personal savings, and being sure not to get back into debt. Hi, and welcome back to Fascinating Self. If you find yourself in a debt trap, you have come to the right place, because today we will discuss how to pay off debt. Before we do, make sure you are subscribed to our channel so that you won't miss any of our cool uploads. Stick with us to the end of the video to discover the best strategies to pay off debt and improve your credit score. Strategy number 1. Own your burden. Begin by acknowledging that you have made financial mistakes in the past and that you need to take responsibility for your actions. Clear your dinner table and bring out your loan documents, bills, and budgets. Basically, everything you can think of that connects to your finances to find out when the rain started beating you. While you are at it, of course, make a budget so that you know how much money you have left over each month after paying your key payments and obligations that are most important to you. You will also need to send a copy to your creditors when you ask to make smaller payments. They will see that the price you are willing to accept is reasonable. Is your wallet on cruise control? Do you go to Starbucks every day, buying groceries without a shopping list? Do you feel compelled to get the most recent model of the iPhone? Routines like this make life easier, more convenient, and cooler. They also enable you to lose money unnecessarily out of your bank account. To put it another way, once you have accepted your financial situation, you will need to alter the habits that led you there in the first place. Strategy number 2. Debt snowballing. Once you have known and accepted your debt situation, it's time to get down to work. Allow us to introduce you to the fastest approach to getting out of debt, the snowball method of debt reduction. In order to reduce your debt, you can use the debt snowball method, which involves paying off your smaller debts first and working your way up to your biggest. It's common practice to carry over the minimum payment from one debt to the next when the first one has been paid in full. When it comes to the debt snowball, it all comes down to modifying your habits. You don't need a business degree or a math degree to get out of debt. Starting with your student loan repayments will take a long time because it's always the largest one. You will observe a reduction in your balance, but you will soon run out of steam and stop making additional payments. Why? Due to how long it is taking to triumph. All of your other tiny, bothersome debts will be waiting as well. In contrast, if you start with the smallest debt, you will see results immediately, but there is no longer a small debt in your life. Then comes the second, then the third, and so on. Hey fascinating people, if you like this video, hit the like button and comment "I subscribe" so that everyone can see who's the most fascinating action taker here. Strategy number 3. Debt avalanche. In order to use the debt avalanche approach, you must first eliminate your highest interest debt. For example, suppose the balance on one of your credit cards has an annual percentage rate, APR, of 16.99%. In that case, you should prioritize paying off that obligation while continuing to make at least the minimum payment on all of your other debts each month. In this scenario, the credit card with an APR of 16.99% is the highest interest debt that may be paid off with any excess money you locate in your budget. After paying off the loan with the 16.99% APR, you move on to the debt with the next highest interest rate. Assume it's a personal loan with an annual rate of 10.99%. As a result, the amount you were paying on your credit card debt with the 16.9% APR is transferred and added to your personal loan's minimum monthly payment. Continue paying at least the bare minimum on all your other obligations. With this plan, you can eliminate all of your debts and the overall interest rate will be reduced. Strategy number 4. Debt consolidation. Debt consolidation may be an option for those who want to save money and streamline their monthly payments. Refinancing your debt can be accomplished in several ways, one of which is through the use of a debt consolidation loan. You will apply for a loan for the amount you owe on your current bills, and once accepted, you will utilize the money to pay off your debts. The new debt will be paid off over time. Consolidating one's debts offers two major benefits. To begin with, it will expedite your debt repayment process. If you only pay the minimum payment on your credit cards, you may be paying down your debt for years. Debt consolidation loans can help you pay off your debts more quickly. The second benefit is that you will save money on interest. If you qualify for a lower interest rate than what you are now paying, you will save money in the long run. Since January 2022, the average interest rate on a personal loan is 10.28%, and the average interest rate on a credit card is 16.41%. You will also know exactly when you are out of debt, because many debt consolidation loans are structured as fixed-rate installments. This might motivate you while you work to pay off your debt. Strategy number 5. Debt management plan. A debt management plan, DMP, may be a good option for you if you are unable to keep up with the repayments on your credit cards, loans, and store cards. Your non-priority debts can be paid off through a DMP, an informal agreement between you and your creditors. A credit card or store card are examples of non-priority debt. In order to repay the debt, you must make a single monthly payment that is shared among your creditors. The vast majority of DMPs are overseen by a third-party DMP provider, which takes care of all the communication with your creditors on your behalf. As a result, you will not have to deal with any of your creditors. A DMP is not legally binding, therefore you are free to end it whenever you choose without penalty. The following are two scenarios in which a DMP may be an excellent choice for you. For starters, you are able to pay your priority debts, such as your mortgage or rent and council tax, but you are having trouble making payments on your credit cards and other unsecured loans. 2. You would want someone else to handle your creditors. Strategy number 6. Renegotiate the terms, or debt settlement. Debt settlement is a method of repaying debt that involves negotiating with creditors to have them accept a portion of the payment as full satisfaction for the debt. Your remaining debt will be erased if the creditor accepts your proposal and you pay a little portion of what you owe. Sometimes debt settlement offers can range from 10 to 50% of what you owe. After then, the creditor must determine which offer, if any, to accept. Creditors are generally willing to renegotiate in times of need. Because of a relationship breakup, loss of employment or illness, you have the right to request an adjustment to the conditions of your loan. If you have legitimate difficulty repaying your debts, debt settlement may be able to assist you. With a settlement, you are debt-free in a shorter time and for less money than you would have had you tried to pay off your debts the old-fashioned way. You may expect to pay off your obligations in 2 to 4 years if you enroll in a reputable debt settlement program. Strategy number 7. Declaring bankruptcy. This should be your last option if you want to get out of your financial hole. Declaring bankruptcy could be the solution for you if you have significant debts that you cannot repay. If you are behind in your mortgage payments and in danger of foreclosure, if bill collectors are harassing you, or if all of the above apply to you. Even though filing for bankruptcy can help you get rid of debt, save your house, and keep the bill collectors at bay, there are also significant negative repercussions, including harm to your credit score that will last for years. This, in turn, can make it more difficult for you to borrow money in the future, increase the premiums you pay for insurance, and make it more challenging to find work. Filing for bankruptcy may be the most effective approach to free oneself from the suffocating weight of crushing financial obligations, but it isn't the only way. The alternative strategies we have mentioned earlier can often reduce your debt obligations without the messy consequences of bankruptcy. The wealthy are in a position to file for bankruptcy because they have the financial resources to cover the cost of doing so and to consult with professionals who can assist them in reorganizing their finances more favorably. Because of the amount of money required to file for bankruptcy, unfortunately, this route is not available to everyone. The secret to helping you in clearing debt is changing your lifestyle and adopting one in which you live within your means and avoid unnecessary spending. You should try frugality. Click on the link on your screen to know what exactly frugality is and how it can help you avoid unnecessary debt. See you in the next one.